Hi, it's Bradmonk here. I've been going through YouTube, and what's been coming up is spirituality, New Age, and religion. I seem to see a lot of it, and I see a lot of hate in this sort of quarters. And I suppose because I'm from the UK, I don't really got a grips to the New Age. I mean, with the hippies and one thing and another, I thought it was all wonderful stuff, getting close to nature and everything. But I think what's happened is that the true meaning of spiritual and the true meaning of New Age has been taken out of context. You might hear these wonderful words of law of attraction and high vibration. And to be honest with you, there's nothing wrong, but if you don't understand the essence of what they are, then you can get caught up in the illusion of it all. Everybody's searching for something. Everybody wants a calling in life. Everybody wants to play their part. And everybody wants to be something. Because that's what the world and the conditioning is. From young age, you're looking for your partner, or you're looking to pass your exams, or you're looking to do a certain job, or you're looking to do what you love in life, And because people don't dream as much or visualize as much, I think that's why the law of attraction was such a big success, because people were suddenly under the belief that if they put a thought out, it will come back and they will get what they've always dreamed of. But a lot of people were wanting stuff that isn't going to make them peaceful or happy or enjoy life. On the contrary. And this is where I think people have lost what truly is spiritual. For me personally, spiritual is trying to be a nice person who shares their learnings and teachings and channeling and healing and all these different things with the world, so that I can help ignite others to find their own way, or they will reflect to me, ignite me to find my own way on a spiritual journey. I loved helping people. I loved sharing energy with people. I loved the experience. But there's even in enlightenment, there's like 3 stages to enlightenment. You have the experience part, which is what the want and need often is. And then through experience and sharing with others, you then become enlightened, if you get my meaning, because you're experiencing and learning from that. And that's why you have to learn about your traumas and look within yourself and find the answers to who you are and your part to play. And all this lot is part of the sort of the spiritual journey or spiritual awakening, that you've seen all this trauma, you've ignited by a trauma often, and you just see a different way of life, because you're all conditioned that you have to get a good job, you got to make money, blah, blah, blah. And then when you do all that, you suddenly think, well, it's not brought me happiness, it's not brought me freedom, it's not brought me peace. It's actually created more of a journey, because, you can have the most money in the world, but it's not going to give you happiness. Why isn't it? Why isn't it going to give you happiness? Because you've had to sacrifice a lot to get that money, and you've missed the being part. The want and need is there, which is the first stage of enlightenment. The being part is when you align yourself with what you want to be. So if you want to be peace, you've got to be peace. You've got to create peace in your life. You've got to align with the peace. You've got to be peace. And then you can have more of peace. The enlightenment stage is when you go into like the ultimate flow, or the automatic connection. And then you've bypassed the want and the need and the experience. You've bypassed the enlightenment of the wisdom. You've gone into the automatic flow, where you realize that everything is part of the journey. And so everything has made you into the person you are. And then all of a sudden, the whole world changes. So I think like the New Age versus spiritual, it's basically, and especially with religion, I just see so much hate in the name of religion, hate in the name of spiritual, hate in the name of New Age. How can something that's meant to enlightenment is about being in the light, enlightened. So you're enlightening others and you're enlightening yourself to all this wisdom and knowledge of the universe and everything like that. And so where does hate come in? Hate breeds hate. Hate feeds and gives the negativity more to do. And all I see with all these people talking about is that they look like they need somebody to hate. They need somebody to fight against. Which is obviously their pain within them is triggering their warrior, which is a defense mechanism, and also makes us into, do or die costs. We lose the empathy, we lose the senses, we lose the understanding of what we are and who we are. We're a body with a spirit, I suppose, and the body is to experience. And if you suppress your senses and your chakras and everything, how are you going to experience? Which is what you've been brought on this earth to do, and link to your spirit side of you or the soul side to you to be able to tap in. So I couldn't do yoga because I built my legs up to play football, soccer in America. And then I found that it became, even then, because I couldn't achieve certain positions, and it became more of a challenge and more of a, are you good at yoga? Because I was a perfectionist when I was younger and I always wanted to be the best in whatever I did, I just didn't go into yoga. I liked Tai Chi because it was all about energy, but even then people were judging you on your movements. It's not about. Yoga is about you getting connected with yourself, flowing the body, utilizing the energy, and a bit of exercise in between that will bring you peace of mind for certain parts of the day. And that's why I think, like I say to you, there's certain words and things that are said and trends and everything is taking it away from what it is really all about. Somebody's realized a lot of people are searching. A lot of people are money orientated. A lot of people. So what's happened? The world is giving you those things to search, but they're not. They're actually all taking you away from what it is to be spiritual, or New Age, or religion. All those three are about your connection to whoever you believe in. I think that's why, I had a big discussion the other day, and they're all about Jesus saved me. And you know what? When I first started healing, I saw a man who looked like Jesus. I'm not saying it was Jesus. When I was first awakened, I saw images of Jesus talking in front of many religions. But his message was pure. There was no hate. There was nothing but love. And so I don't understand all these people that hate mediums and hate New Age and hate everything. When, what was Jesus? He was a prophet, if you believe he was. And what's a prophet? What he could tell his other disciples about future stuff. So he was a future forecaster, which a prophet is. He was able to channel information from God and share the good parts with the world. That's a channeler. He was a healer. He went around healing the sick and helping people look outside the box. And yet, the amount of times I mentioned about being a medium, and I'm throwing in my face all these things out to the Bible. I've read the Bible. I enjoyed all the stories. When I've tapped in and channeled, I believe that the stories in every religion is basically the way to pass the message on. And yet all the other stuff seems to be taken out of context. You can't hate in the name of God, and you can't hate in the name of Jesus, which most do. So to separate yourself from every religion is basically to separate yourself from yourself. The argument I had was, well, did he send the 12 disciples out to preach about Christianity? Or did he send a message out to the world? I'm not having a go at religion. I embrace religion. I have found some beautiful things in all religions and been to many different places. I was in front of 500 Muslims, and I was going to enjoy my life. And all I did was smile the whole time, prayed with them, enjoyed, and you know what? I had amazing time, and because that my focus was that, I was going to show them that we all can work together. They might have said things behind my back. I mean, one of them thought I looked like an Afghan because I wore the outfit, because my best mate's family were very traditional. So I felt like I should wear the outfit. Now, people might think they're absolutely horrified by what I did. But I didn't think anything less of it, because to me, I wanted to be a good representation. I wanted to share in the magic of the days with my best mate, who I was at uni with. And I'm not always saying that everything's right and wrong, because there's good and bad in every situation. But I was going to enjoy that. And you know what? I don't think in the 4 days that I did, I didn't have one bad moment. And you're going to say that's impossible. How can you? Do you know what I mean? I didn't have one bad moment. They may have been saying things, I don't know. But does it matter? Why are we so focused to divide us and to conquer, when basically all of us are, I mean, I've seen it on TV where they do tests and we're like 1% different between different races and colours and everything like that, But we're all humans at the end of the day. We're all of energies. And I love mixing with different cultures, because I learn so much about myself and what I've been conditioned and what I've thought about life and one thing and another. And so this new age versus spiritual. Now, spirituality is supposedly a religion. I don't conform to that. Why? I don't even like to label myself as spiritual, to be quite honest with you, because people go all funny and, you freak, da. But I love sharing. I love doing the things that are spiritual. I love meditating. I love connecting. I love sharing with like-minded people. And I love enjoyment and making people feel happy and special. And they make me feel happy and special. I've met some amazing people on my journey. And they're not all in one religion or another. They all have a message for me. I know even like 2 years ago, I came across somebody on a seat, and I won't go into the religion they were, and they gave me a message, because I'm always open to the messages. And I think once you get back to what it really is about, the law of attraction is basically about you dreaming and visualizing a future you want. This positive thinking is taking you away from. It is good to be positive. Don't get me wrong, to give out good energies. Peace be with us is a statement that is made in certain religions as well. I'm not going to go into the religion part, because I know I might upset a few people, but I'm not going to do that. And so your intent to what you're giving out is very important. But if it's coming from an underlying lack or not belief or pain, then it's only going to be reflected back to you. And so to be positive, you're not being positive. You're trying to be something to make up for something. If you understand that you already are linked into the connection that's part of everything, then why would you need to be positive? You're just being it. You just do things that are positive. There's a difference between positivity. But you need negativity for the balance. So if you try and be too positive, you're coming from a place of lack, you're going to create more negativity. I mean, somebody the other day was saying to me, yeah, but I always do nice things for other people. And you must have an underlying factor, because you think you have to be nice. and then people showing you that you don't have to be nice. And then you get negativity back, and they were saying, one person was saying, they're just taking my goodness away. Well, maybe that's what they needed. They needed someone to plant them a seed of hope so that they would nurture it, grow it, love it, and eventually blossom like you're blossoming. So why do you take offense to that? I just find if someone hates me or says nasty things about me, they're coming from a place of pain. So rather than send their pain back and be the warrior, which I can do, don't get me wrong, I'm an ex-footballer. So someone told me to take somebody out, I could quite easily do that. And it scared me, actually. And probably one of the reasons why I gave up, really. But at the end of the day, if you keep saying, I am love, I am peace, that person will either connect to their soul and then share in your experience, or they'll just go away. And then it might be you igniting them in the first place with your love and peace that's igniting them to look at their problems and to help them, but they don't want to look at their problems. So you got to stop thinking that the world is hating you or the world is wrong. It's not. You're just tapping into areas, or you're being guided to areas because you have an injustice in you, or you're being triggered yourself. And this is the problem with all to do with the energies of the world and foods and everything. It's triggering us. It's making us look at different things and look in different ways. And we just need to get back to peace. And that's why I've created the Peace Sanctuary, so that you can spend the time being peaceful. Then when you're the energy of peace, you become peace. And peace is all that is around you. And then it expands. And then somebody comes and joins you and shares in the peace, and then another person comes and joins you. And before you're expanding it to the world and your environment, your area, and everything. So certain words in the New Age, and certain words in religion, and certain words in spirituality, you need to get to the essence of what they're about, rather than what is being shown on the TV or what people are talking about and this, that, and the other. Because the essence part of it is for you to experience and to enjoy and to find you and to clear out negativity and all these things. Your body automatically does it. So you don't really need to. But if you want answers to why you're vibrating a certain way or attracting certain people or what it is about them, then you have to soul search. You have to look within. You have to find your own truth and answers, People keep saying to me, you just don't like my truth. No, I don't like your perceptions. Because your conditioning and it is your own truth to what you've seen. But if you've not seen the big picture, if you don't see all the connections, if you don't see why it's been created, then you're not going to know what you're putting out there. And so, for all the haters out there, you're only hurting yourself. You're only sharing the pain of yourself. It's not going to help you because it's just going to attract more pain. So deal with the pain. Stop trying to find somebody to fight. Stop trying to find somebody to make you feel better and deflect from your own pain. Deal with your pain. You have pain there, a trauma there. It might even be to play your part. It might be your choice to come on this earth and play this part by this pain that you have, And so all I'm saying to you is, in this sense of spiritual versus New Age, take the essence, and in religion, take the essence, take the good bits out. Go with the good bits. Go with the bits that make you feel alive, make you feel connected, make you feel happy, make you feel joy, make you enjoy other people's company and help people, and they'll help you. Be of service. That's what being spiritual is about. How many of you are happy at the moment doing what you're doing? How many of you are content? How many are at peace? How many have got freedom? They're the main focuses in life. The appreciation, the gratitude, the stuff that makes you feel connected. 2020 is a year of connection. We've gone through a big stage where everybody's having to look within themselves to find their inner self, to find the energy within that's part of everything, and to work through that, to feed that. Stop feeding hate. Stop feeding stuff. Stop taking yourself away and making out that you have to be, that somebody else has to complete you, or, you know, because you'll always live in separation. You'll always live in pain, and you'll not find peace within yourself.